An interesting guy to a lot of people because you came from Bama, and a lot of people Ohio State. And that's a big comparison. I mean, what's it like so far just being down here, and what are the differences maybe of what it was like being at Bama from what you've seen so far?
It's great being here. I'm happy to be here. There's not a lot of differences. I mean, both places have great tradition. They both are winning programs, and they both want to win championships. I mean, there's no difference really at all.
What was the biggest determining factor for why you wanted to make, I mean, you said they're very similar programs, but to make such a drastic switch for the final year of your eligibility? I mean, what was the reasoning behind that?
Well, I have four great years at Alabama, and I wanted to. I felt like I needed to go somewhere else for my last year, and I fell right here to the Buckeyes.
How do you feel you're fitting in so far? Competition at center, everything?
Oh yeah, the competition at center is going great. I feel like I fit in with the guys really well, and it's a great summer, and camp's been going good.
What finally made Ohio State the place instead of like Texas A&M or somewhere closer to home? You understand what I'm saying?
Well, I've never been big on being like close to home. I don't get homesick.
Yeah.
So man, it wasn't that big a deal. So I felt like out of all the places that I wanted to go, I mean, just Ohio State just felt like the right place for my last year.
Okay, you've now been around Urban Meyer. You were around Nick Saban. What are they like? How do they compare and how do they contrast?
I'll tell you much, they're not that different at all. I mean, they're both great competitors. They both expect the best out of their players, and they both are winners. I mean, they want to win it.
From an attitude standpoint, what's different about the way Alabama approached offense and the way Ohio State's approaching offense?
I mean, there's not really much different at all. They both want to be the most dominant offense in the country and in their conference.
And what do they demand here from a center maybe Alabama didn't demand? What's different just in, I don't know, nuts and bolts, so to speak?
I mean, they're really about similar. I mean, they expect a lot from the center. They expect the center to be the quarterback of their offensive line.
Is this a little bit of a gamble to leave your senior year and go someplace and maybe try to become that starter that last year? I mean, how did you approach, when you thought that through? Did you pay attention to the fact that Ohio State lost its center from last year? I mean, was that part of the equation?
I mean, that Ohio State had, like they had lost the game out of their offense. All the schools that I was looking at also have done that too. So, I mean, I was looking at a place where I thought I could fit in best and do what I can to help the team.
What did your parents think about you moving up here? I mean, it's 400-mile drive for them from Texas. 500 miles is 1,000. But what did they think about it?
They just want me. I mean, like I said, I'm 23 years old. They want me to do what was best for me, and I felt like, hey, let's go to Ohio.
Okay, one other thing has nothing to do with that. This is your 5th year in college football. What would be a fair cost of going to college stipend over and above what you're getting on your scholarship right now?
What do you mean, like that?
Meaning that, starting next year after next, they're going to be giving players an extra several $100s a month and stuff. What, from your experience, what would be a fair amount? Since you'll never see it.
Honestly, like you said, I'll never see it. So I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what amount they're getting. So it's hard. Once I can be done with college, and I hear what amount they're getting, then I'll be able to see like, well, it'd be fair if we would have gotten this. But like I said, I don't know because I don't know what amount they are going to get.